NWO. It's finally here. Last week on Tuesday, one of the few times I was not able to make a DVD Tuesday release video, driving out to the Best Buy and picking something up and showing you what I got and reminding you guys to head on out and pick it up, mostly because of the personal situation with me at my work and the situation with the strike and all of that, and really not knowing where I was going to be on Tuesday in order to head over to a Best Buy and pick this up. I was told by WWE Punk fan, Mr. Zach himself, that this was not a hard DVD to find by heading over to our local Best Buy. But I've just been burned too many times by Best Buy by not pre-ordering it for in-store pickup. That I drive over to pick up a DVD expecting to grab it, only for them to say it's either sold out, they didn't get any, or they can't find it, so on and so forth. So I always just use the in-store pickup. I might try just doing the drive-bys, but if I get burned, I'm going to be very, very mad. But basically, that's all the backstock on the situation. But here it is, finally. NWO, the Revolution, probably pushed back a little bit because of the holiday with shipping, with, I believe it was Veterans Day on Monday. But this is a set that I am very, very happy to have. I was a huge NWO fan. I think I've told many times in my videos from the past that I was lucky enough to be at Goldberg versus Hogan. I believe they only had one match. That was a Monday Night Nitro match, an historic match, where they jam-packed the Georgia Dome, where honestly I have first-hand account of people sitting behind the Nitrotron. I don't remember what that exactly was called, but that sounds like a good name for it, where they couldn't see anything except for the backstage area, but people wanted to be inside that arena so bad that they sat behind it. When they did the Nitro shows back in the day in Atlanta, it wasn't like WrestleMania 27. They would pretty much cut the arena in half. But they still sold tickets to the sections that were behind the screen. Pretty historic. That's a night that I'll never forget. It was the first wrestling show that I ever went to with my own money, let alone my first t-shirt that I ever bought with my own money. That was the NWO one. Not sure if Mom approved of that one or not, but this set is going to be great. Basically, this is what it looks like here for you in the Blu-ray version. It's a 2-disc compared to the 3. You have inside here, you have, oh, maybe that light's getting off a little bit too much glare, but there's 2 discs. One's white on black, one's black on white. You got a whole bunch of listings in there. I'm sort of catching on and liking that they're putting the listings behind the discs. Honestly, because they're not going to give us the inserts anymore, at least this way we get it instead of having to guess what's on there. A little bit easier with the inserts, but as long as they're giving it to us, I appreciate it. And I think the only people you can really reach out to and say thank you to are the people at WB DVD News, who started their own little petition thing that basically got them realizing that we needed to get these back. Going over this match listing, you got like Scott Hall's debut, Kevin Nash's debut. That's historic stuff that more likely is on something else along the way. But it's just good to have. I don't know why this match 6 versus the Bounty Hunter from NWO Saturday Night is on here, but that really catches my eye. It's something I want to see because I don't really remember who the Bounty Hunter was. Of course, you got the Bash to the Beach match, the Outsiders against Savage, Sting, and Luger. Of course, Luger gets taken out of that match really fast. All the stuff on here, the Giant versus Hogan, where he wins the title for the first time. The one thing that's missing that honestly I'm not seeing, but it might be on there, I'm hoping, is Sting versus Hogan from Starrcade 97. I do see this Nitro match down here in the corner here for you, Sting versus Hogan. If I can remember right, they did a rematch the next night on Nitro for some reason. It was all held up for some reason because the count was fast from Brett or Nick Patrick or somebody like that. I haven't seen the Starrcade match in a good while. It'll probably be something good to crank out after I watch this because I'll be all hopped up on some WCW action. But as you can see, some good old exclusives there for buying the Blu-ray with disc 2 exclusives on there for you. A whole bunch of cool stuff. Looks like it's all mostly quick little interviews and stuff like that. One thing that I haven't seen in a long time that I thought was a real cool episode of Nitro is when the NWO tricked the Nasty Boys that they were going to be joining the group. They did their dirty work, and then they beat the shit out of them in the show. That's always been good. Plus, it's a good thing to see the Legends of Roundtable getting back on DVD. They tried releasing a lot of those exclusively through Best Buy a couple of years ago. That probably was a good fail because you can see they haven't been releasing anymore, but that's always a great show. I'm not a subscriber to whatever they call their service on cable, but honestly, they're not that hard to find on YouTube if you look through them. But this looks like a real bitchin' cool set. The cover and the insert is really slick. There's your back cover with your Hogan, Hall, and Nash back there for you. NWO 2-disc set, so on and so forth. This is going to be a whole lot better. This is what we had from the past. This is the 2002 release of Back in Black NWO. I like to say about these releases is this is 2002 when WWE really didn't know what they were doing with their documentary series, if they were going to be kayfabe, if they're going to be non-kayfabe. So there's a lot of things in there that go both ways. The interviews on this one, you pretty much have everybody in there because everybody was in WWE at the time, including like Eric Bischoff and some other WCW guys. This was right after the invasion. They struck this way. It was hot. They didn't wait while it was there. But from what I've heard on this DVD is they've got Vince Russo. They brought back Kevin Nash, Six. A lot of the Click guys that aren't in TNA right now. Unfortunately, Hogan is in TNA, and so is Eric Bischoff. So what my guess is, I haven't really asked or watched any reviews on it because I wanted to get my own thoughts on it. Is they're probably going to re-release the. Hey, look, Don Westbag, what up? They're probably going to just put the same interviews that are on here, with Bischoff doing the interviews, like where they're setting up Raw, and you can see them setting up the stage and the ring behind them. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. They did a lot of their interviews that way in 2002, with that backdrop. But they might surprise us because when the Mania of Mania, or the True Story of WrestleMania, that's the right name for it, when that was released, there was a Hogan interview on there that I swear was brand new, that he went into the studio and released, and interviewed and did his questions and stuff after his TNA deal. But people said that it had just been sitting in the vault for a while. But, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but that'd be pretty badass. This NWO, one of my favorite factions of all time. Really great to have a set of these guys. Hopefully these matches will be fast to blow through, and I'll be happy. But there it is. Hopefully you guys have got it, and as soon as I'm done watching this, I see myself in the reflection. What up, Steve? As soon as I'm done watching this, I'll throw up a review for you guys, but more than likely, just head on out and buy this. If you don't have it, honestly, the sale's probably over. It's probably going to be full price, and whatever they charge for these $25 or whatever not. Maybe wait for one of those, historic WWE deals, and you can buy it on there. I know they do a lot of discounted sales. Nothing right now is as good as the TNA sales. I know I'm switching companies, but the deals over at Shop TNA have an unboxing coming anytime soon. All the DVDs, every DVD is $5 over there. Make sure you pick up a ton of stuff on that deal because you probably won't get it that cheap until next year. And you can't even get it that cheap if you bought it used. And a lot of the DVDs from TNA now, since their distribution deal is dead, that's going to be the only way you can get it. But I'm coming up on 9 minutes, so peace out, guys. Thank you.